Kindness as a gift. I feel like kindness, it's one thing, it's like gift giving, for example. Kindness is not something you can hand someone. You can't give someone kindness in their hand, but it's something they could feel like. How would I say this? Kindness is it's not an object, it's like it's not I can't say it's not a real thing. It's not just like there's a word for it, but it's just like slipping off the tip of my tongue. It's an inanimate thing, I guess you could say. It's not like a real object. But I feel like kindness is just like it's something where it shouldn't come at a price, like being nice to somebody. It's like a domino effect type thing, like just giving someone a greeting or like just like a compliment or whatever. Like you don't know how it affects their day. Like you don't know they to you it could be something you brush off, but to them it could be something where just like they could have been cruising through a storm, feeling like shit, shit, shit. And then just that one little compliment can have them feeling like a full fucking blossom again. Like they're feeling great again. But the thing is, like, kindness is also a tool of where people can manipulate it and turn it in their favor and do as they want with it. And that's just like, it's so wrong. But I feel like there's a lot of things to life where it's just like a double edged sword. And it's like something so simple and so free and something so like beautiful and delicate can be taken and used against you as like in a monstrous way. And you know how much I hate that? The thing is, I don't hate a lot of things, but one thing I do hate is people who do take kindness for weakness and use it in their advantage, because I've met people like that before, and it's really like it's a hard game to play. It's not a game you want to. You can give someone the world because it feels good for you, and they can take that world and use it against you just in the snap of a fingers. And it really gives like another level of disobedience, and it's like, why? And then you look at yourself, and some people, like I guess I could use an example like a superhero turned to a villain. You were the best person, and you just met one person who wronged you, then you just turn sour. And it happens for a lot of people. Like, this is like a frequent thing. Some people, they're wronged, and then that person turned their eyes on you, and then you turn your eyes on the whole world. And the same person that you despise, you turn into. And it's like, no, babes, you just ran into the wrong individual, and that shouldn't have kept you from being great. Especially for like me wise, I give a lot of examples based off of my experience because, well, what else would I give it based off of? But it's like I've done my best for everybody who I've ever met in my life. And still, sometimes when I'm done wrong in the end, I feel like I just look at myself and I trace over the things that I said and I did, and I ask myself, like, this was supposed to be my greatest, yet somehow it seemed to turn out like my worst. And then it's like I don't bat an eye to the world. It's like I look at myself differently, is what it is. Like, I reevaluate the things that I've said and what I've did, and I try to go over the parts of what I did wrong and what I could have done better. But then I realized that it was truly the fact that I did the best that I could. I really did the best that I could to be open, to allow people to freely express themselves and be whoever they wanted to be. And still, it comes back to me, and I'm turned to a villain for wanting you to just be you. That's not how things should be. My kindness, there was never a price on my kindness. Anything I've done, anything I've done for someone or wanted to do, it's out of the kindness in my heart, because I have a fucking heavy heart. I have a heavy heart because I feel like the people I've met in life, especially family members who showed me kindness, it's like the way it made me feel, it was like a feeling of bliss, honestly. And it was a feeling that I wanted other people to feel. But then I realized that no matter what you want for someone, if they don't take that and want it for themselves, then it's like, regardless of what you give, it'll always mean nothing to a certain individual. But that doesn't mean that you should stop giving, because regardless, I feel like there's someone out there in the world who will take your kindness and they'll reciprocate it, and you guys will give it back and forth and back and forth, and things will be great. And again, I feel like even with that being said, it's like the kindness I have and just like the love that I possess, it's so huge to the point where it's like there's a few people out there who may paint me as some evil fucking villain for speaking up for myself, but it's like I did my best to accommodate your needs and try to right someone's wrongs, but in the end it was like no matter how much I tried to paint you as a good guy, you sat there and you kept painting your picture as a villain so bad. I sat there cleaning up the crumbs of the mess that you left over and over and over and over again. Just for in the end, the blame is put on me. Why? What did I do so wrong? What part about me looking after you did I go wrong about? Should I have not cared that much? Should I have not tried that much? Should I have not tried to like sit there with you and understand you and help you to elevate? Was I wrong for that? Is it wrong to want to watch someone grow? I feel like it's not, but again, I feel like there really is like there's certain individuals out there who just like I don't want to say rooted in evil, but I don't know what else to say, but I guess they're in for a bad time. And regardless of you trying to help them shine, it's still just, depending on the individual, it's really something where it's like, it could either be a swing or a miss, to be honest. But I feel like the principle of things is if you can tell yourself you tried, I feel like that's the A plus right there. That's the winning pitch right there. Honestly, telling yourself you tried, you try to sit there, you try to help them, you try to be there for them. It's the best effort, and trust me, once it's time to go, I know that person looks back and they realize like they fumbled something that was great. That's why I feel like if you're an evil person, then they're gonna feel like, oh well, I dodged a bullet type thing. But if you were a good person, you were genuine as fuck, you think that person's gonna go there sleeping at night comfortably knowing that the shit that they put you through? No. No. That's why I feel like one of the best answers to disrespect, it's separation. Honestly, get away from it and let that person see how true you were, how genuine you were, how real you were. And I fucking bet all the people that they fucking meet out there and they see how evil and cruel the world could truly be and how just some people are just rotted to the core, they're gonna wish that that one person things worked out in a better way. But at the end of the day, and the thing is, not everyone's forgiving. Not everybody's forgiving. Some people you might have wronged in a way where to them there's just no coming back from it. There's just no fucking coming back. But some other people, they might take you back, but remember, the mind just doesn't erase what you've done. If you've cheated on someone and you guys get back together, yeah, they could sit there smiling in your face, but you don't think the thought lingers in their head, oh, they cheated on me. What makes me think that why could they do it again? Could they do it again? It'll always be there. It'll always be there. That's why the impression that you put on someone, it really matters because it's like what alters your future with that person. It's what gives them it's what allows them. It's the light that they're going to see you in from the way that you treat that person. If you're a constant liar and you're lying to that person and you're lying and you're lying and you're lying and they keep giving you chance after chance after chance, and they're in their eyes, they're trying to see some type of potential in you, but regardless, it will always be a liar standing in front of them. That thought doesn't go away when you do something wrong so many times. It's what you expect in the end. If you're sitting there, example, if someone's beating someone, you're beating them, you're beating them, you're beating them, and you're beating them. And then what happens one day you go to just like give a fake little this, they're gonna flinch. Why? Because they're used to it. When you get used to something, it's not something that just goes away. And even over time, it's something that you drag on with other people because it's like now you have a guard up. So it's like this person kept wronging me, and now other people come, and you're like, what if they're like this person, you know? And they can be, but the thing is, not everyone's the same, but some people do possess similar traits. And again, it's literally like being a good person, it doesn't come at a price. Like it's something that should come for free. Someone wanting to help you grow, it's not something that you should bash them for or like go against them for. It's help. You ask your if someone's freely willing to give you help, why do you feel the need to lash out on them? Why? Why? And I just feel like in the end, kindness is one of the purest forms of a gift. Yet to some, it means nothing. Yet to others, it means the most. And honestly, being kind is something I wish that everybody could do. But in the end of the day, a lot of people are different in many different ways. And the nature of people is something that no matter how much you try to dive deep into someone and understand them, some things are just like beyond your comprehension. Why? Because you're fighting to understand that person while that person is also fighting to understand themselves. So they can't give you an answer in which they don't have. That's why it's best to just try your best. Try your best to understand things to the best of your comprehension. And some things that you just can't figure out, you have to leave it up to the holder to figure out for themselves, honestly. And that's really what I have to say for today. Be kind, guys. Be kind. And I feel like I've spoken about this frequently, but truly, guys, you need to understand. Kindness, it's something you should just give it willingly, honestly. Just because this person wronged you, this person wronged you, this person wronged you, doesn't mean that every person will. It really does not mean it. And that's all I'm going to say for today, guys. Be nice people, be good people. And honestly, I feel like you guys will be rewarded with the best thing ever. Trust me. And that's all for today. Hope you guys have a lovely day. Good night.